Hi, my name's Nicole, and if you're watching this video, you've probably seen a lot of my posts on Facebook about Plexus, and it's been a while since I've made a why I do Plexus video, so I thought that today would be a good day for me to make an update and just let you all know how I'm doing on my Plexus journey. Just to go back to when I started, I originally started using Plexus products because I wanted to lose weight. I didn't know anything else about what they would be able to do for me. I just knew that I'd seen other people getting some good results, and I wanted to experience that for myself. I've tried lots of different ways to lose weight, and when I started with Plexus, I had actually started on a gluten-free diet, and actually yesterday, 1 year ago yesterday, was the anniversary of my gluten-free change. So I have been gluten-free for a year, and before I started Plexus, I noticed that I felt a lot better if I didn't eat gluten, but I wasn't losing any weight. I was actually gaining weight, and I was exercising every day, and I was gaining weight even though I was doing both of those things. So I knew that there was something else. There had to be a missing piece, something that I wasn't getting, that I couldn't understand. So one of my friends messaged me about Plexus, and I thought she was crazy because I had already been using essential oils for several different things, which, you know, they helped, but they didn't do everything that I wanted them to do. So I was already spending money on that, and my first thought was, how much money does this chick think I have? And I just kind of blew it off because, it's just another one of those things. I tried the supplements before. I tried a different one a couple years prior to that I did lose quite a bit of weight on. But then when I stopped it all came back, plus some. And I wasn't interested in going through all of that again. So I just kind of, put that on the back burner of my mind and focused on the gluten-free and the exercise. And I was just so frustrated because I just wasn't losing. And I couldn't figure out what to do. So I finally got to the end of my rope. And one night I just made a decision that I was going to do it. And I sent her a message. And I said, okay, I want to sign up for Plexus. What do I do? And I think I just kind of surprised her because she's like, oh, well, there's, 3 different ways that you can buy. And I wanted to get my products as cheaply as possible because I really didn't think they were going to do anything for me. So I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money out, right up front. So I chose the cheapest way, which was Ambassador. But I also thought in the back of my mind, if they do work for me, then I'll want to tell people about it. So I might as well choose Ambassador so that I can possibly make some money doing this too. So that's what I did. So I got my products a couple days later and I started them, and at first I didn't really notice anything, and then by the end of the first week I noticed that I had actually gained 5 pounds, and I thought, what in the world is going on? I'm not supposed to be gaining weight on this stuff. I'm supposed to be losing weight here. And I didn't say anything because I was told to not get on the scale, which I didn't listen. But I didn't say anything because I didn't want to get in trouble for weighing myself. So I just thought, well, I'm just going to keep doing it and see what happens. And I mean, if I gain like 20 pounds more, then I'll know that this has got to be nothing that I want to be involved with. So I kept going, and one morning I woke up and all of those 5 pounds that I had gained were gone overnight, plus some. I don't really know what happened. I know sometimes the body can react to new things being introduced and kind of goes into survival mode, and you gain a little bit at first and then your body just releases it. And that must be what happened with me. And right at that point, and that was about 2 weeks in, I started to feel a lot better. My clothes started to get looser, and I don't remember exactly how much I lost at the 2-week mark, but I was pretty impressed. I felt better. I had more energy during the day. I felt like getting out of bed in the morning, and I was going to sleep at night without any problems. And that was the first time I realized that, maybe my insomnia had something to do with the way my health was, because I would go to sleep, I would toss and turn, and, I'd lay in bed for an hour and a half to 2 hours after my husband went to bed just because I could not fall asleep. I just couldn't get my brain to turn off. And about 2 weeks into my Plexus journey, that changed for me, and suddenly I was falling asleep within 5 minutes of putting my head on the pillow, which was amazing. That had never happened to me in my adult life. So I was so thrilled with that. Prior to Plexus, I also had a hard time staying healthy. Anytime my kids would get sick, I would get it right away. It was just a matter of time. My immune system is so much better now. In the past 9 months, there's been one time when a sickness went through our whole house, and it was a really bad stomach bug. But even so, in a day, I was back to myself. So that was really cool. And in December, I was diagnosed with shingles, which for most people, from what I understand, shingles is really bad. Like, you're in for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of just pain and agony. And for me, it was more like, what is this rash? Wow. I'm going to show my nurse friend and see what she thinks. And she said, I think that's shingles. And I went, no, it can't be shingles. Like, I didn't feel sick. So I went to the urgent care clinic, and the doctor told me that it was shingles. And but there wasn't anything that they could give me for it at that point. And then in a day and a half or so, it was gone. So that was amazing, to be diagnosed with shingles and have it not affect my life whatsoever. That was really, really awesome. My hair and my nails are growing like crazy. That's another great thing about Plexus. And I'm a writer, so I type all day long, and I have to cut my nails constantly because they're growing so fast, which is cool. That's just a great perk of these amazing products. One thing I did want to mention is that I give Plexus products to my whole family. I have a 16-year-old daughter who just started on the triplex, and I started her on it because she has some social anxiety, and I started to worry about that and some other things, and so I started her on it, and her mood is improving, her acne is improving, and it's just done wonders for her, and it hasn't even been a week since she's been on it. I'm so thrilled with that. My stepson takes ProBio 5. My 6-year-old takes ProBio 5, and both of them are thriving on this amazing probiotic that Plexus offers. And my 13-year-old was diagnosed with asthma. He uses his inhaler very, very sparingly. He used to be on a medication every day that he would have to take. He doesn't need to take that anymore. And I'm just so thrilled with that, from the age of 3 or 4, he was diagnosed with asthma and has been on this medication pretty much his whole life. And now it's not even a thing anymore. We don't have to worry about it. We don't even have a prescription for it anymore, which is awesome. And my husband, I don't know if you've seen the picture, the before and during picture of him that I posted, but he looks incredible. I could just stare at that picture all day long, just so excited about all the great changes and how much healthier he looks, how much healthier he feels. And as for me, Now that I'm almost in my 9th month of Plexus, I am very, very close to having lost 50 pounds. I know in the past, when I would try to lose weight, I would shoot for 10 pounds a month. And so 50 pounds at 9 months might not seem like it's a lot, but let me tell you, I have been told that I look like I've lost more than 50 pounds. And I feel like I've lost more than 50 pounds. I feel amazing. I feel like, I want to play with my kids when we go to the park and not just sit on the bench anymore. I feel like I'm full of energy and I'm active, and there's just no real way to explain how good Plexus makes you feel. And people say, wow, you've lost a lot of weight. And yeah, I have. But what I love the most is how good I feel and how much more I'm able to accomplish in the day because I'm just not exhausted all the time. So that is why I use Plexus products. It's really changed my life. I would love to talk to you about how it could change yours. If you would like to ask questions or get some more information, please send me a message and let's have a chat about it. I'd love to help you. Have a great day and go Plexus!